What's going on? Why are we not? There we go. Okay. Hi, everybody.
Morning,
Merry
afternoon.
Christmas.
Don't say that.
Topical.
Well, yes. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, you have to do Christmas, don't you, early so that you can prepare for it. But before we start, I just want to say a couple of words, actually.
Oh,
I know. No, it's good. It's
unprepared.
good. I know, it's really good. So, we have got an amazing design team, and we've had many very, very talented people over the years who have joined us for a few years, or well, yeah, they've always stayed for quite a long time, haven't they? And then gone on to bigger and better things. And we've been really, really grateful to all of our DT members and, of course, our current ones. And recently, one of our DT members left us to enjoy her retirement a bit more than just doing DT design team work for us. So I just wanted to say a huge heartfelt thank you to Wendy Wallace. We really love having you in our team, and we love all the work that you've produced for us, and we're eternally grateful for all of the beautiful designs that you've come up with, haven't we?
Mm-hmm.
And not only that, friendship as well, because we've built a lovely friendship. And it won't be the last we've seen of Wendy, because she's still going to be in our lives, which will be lovely. And we'll still see her at the open days and on some workshops or retreats, which will be fantastic. Oh, I'll be going over to York and just keeping on in a spare room going, can we come and play? So I just wanted to say huge thanks to Wendy Wallace. You are a star and always will be, and we are very grateful for everything you've done for us on the DT. And all the rest of the DT will miss you in the chat, but I'm sure they'll be still chatting with you on WhatsApp and Facebook and all the rest of it. So Wendy, we love you. Thank you very much. And to our existing DT, we have got some amazing, beautiful samples to show you. So Carolyn Lakin, you're a star who runs the DT, Kath Carter, Jane Allmark, and of course Karen Waterworth. Thank you so much for all the beautiful work that you've done for us for today's show. So without further ado, shall we show them?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're just gonna love these. So our fairy house was really popular. And you can still get it actually. And so we've actually come up with a gingerbread house. Look at this. Isn't that just amazing? So Carolyn Lakin has done this. In fact, I hope it's Carolyn because it hasn't got a name on it, but I'm pretty sure that it is. It is Carolyn's. Okay, but look at that. So it comes in a flat pack of Woodology. There is a sheet of instructions. I've actually done some editing there for you, Alfie.
Good.
Just look at all the detail, and you get all of these little bits and pieces of Woodology with it as well. So you get all of the windows, the little gingerbread men and lady, and the lollipop sticks and little hearts and everything with
Candy
it.
canes.
Candy canes. It's just fantastic. So
Chimney.
Carolyn, oh yeah, chimney and everything. So Carolyn has actually decorated this with our True Grit, which makes fantastic snow, as you can see, or icing, as Carolyn's done here. But isn't that just delicious? I mean, it's beautiful. And I think she's used pretty sure she's used hot cocoa paint to get that lovely warm gingerbready colour on that. So that's Carolyn's. Then we come to Jane's. So we haven't got a platform for that one. So she's actually decided to put them on the front rather than on the stands. They do come with some, and I really like this. There's a little bit of cotton wool coming out of the chimney there, which is really lovely. And I like the way that she's actually not gone for the typical gingerbread house colours. She's actually done this in this lovely deep teal blue, and she's then covered the top bit with a piece of card on the shingles there, which is fantastic. Then we've got a real sort of sweetie covered gingerbread house by Kath Carter. So, and she's put some lights on, so I'm going to stand up for this one. There we go. So you can see that she's wrapped some lights around on the outside, and she's really used some Slap It On Super Thick mixed with Luscious to give that lovely iridescent royal icing look, and all the candy canes are stuck on like sweeties. And then we've got the gingerbread man and lady on the side there, and all the snow at the sides. It's just so sweet, isn't it? That's lovely. And then look at this. I shouldn't have favourites, but look, she's even done, this is Karen's, okay, so Karen's even done a lovely little tray here. She's obviously recycled, might have had strawberries in or something, a lovely little tray. She's actually painted it and put candy canes in, so you could put lots of sweeties in there. And I thought that's a brilliant idea, and I love the way she's actually layered up the little lollipops and everything there. We've got lollipops and everything here, and we've got little, I don't want these to fall out, there we are. So that's what from one of our stamps. And again, the cotton wool out of the chimney, really sweet, that I like that. And then she's gone for pale blues and greys, and on the base we have our lovely new textured tartan papers, which are just like a little bit more distressed tartan, which are just gorgeous. But isn't that just so sweet? Can you imagine getting that out every year? And I love the idea of having sweeties in it. Or you could have them like Carolyn has not stuck hers down like this, so you could stuff it full of sweeties, and then when you open it out, it's all full of sweeties or gingerbread. But aren't they gorgeous? So I'm going to show you, it comes in a flat pack and you can put it all together. I'm going to do a video for you as well. I'll do that this afternoon, and then you've got that to download for when it arrives at your house. So should we go over here before I start showing you all the rest of the new stuff? Okay, because there's loads more to come. Okay, here we go. So here you get 2 sheets of Woodology, and as you can see, you get loads and loads of little extras. Even in the windows, you get little lollipop sticks here as well. You get these. You also get stands for these to stand on, which are here, the chimney, and everything is, see the edges of the gingerbread house, they're even engraved, so you get this really nice pattern on them. And I like the engraving on the hearts as well, and the gingerbread man and woman. So that's your gingerbread kit. That's that. Alfie's done some bundles, which you can see on the screen, but you can buy everything individually again, as usual. And then let's move those out of the way, and I'll show you the stamps first. Ta-da! So we decided to go with a Steampunk Christmas. Okay, I really, like coming up with something a bit different at Christmas. So Alfie's actually sorted these out, and they're just so gorgeous. Look. So he is on an A6. And of course, it's red rubber on cling mounted, handmade here in Retford by our own fair hands. Alfie will have made these. So these are approximately snowman's 4 inches or 10 centimetres. And then you've got the wording as well. So that's 2.5 inches. So you really nice big size. So great to colour. So let me show you some samples. Okay. This is beautiful by Karen Wadsworth. I love this. So she's used one of our tags, our greyboard tags, and she's got some luscious on there and some paint, and I love the tag, the cogs and everything in the background there. So Kath has actually made a really nice gift bag, which is really pretty. Instead of buying these gift bags that cost you a fortune, she's actually made one, and I think this is lovely, stamped with the snowflakes. We've got our lovely steampunk snowman on there. This next one is beautiful, and I'm guessing this is Carolyn's because it's got no name on it. And I just really love all of this beautiful diorama that's going on here. So can you see that it's all layered, and it's got all these die cuts and cut out, and this is actually from, let me just get this out, this is from It's a Bit Chilly paper pack. So we still have this in stock. This was launched last winter, so we still have that available for you. And so she's used that, which works out beautifully with this. But this is just absolutely gorgeous. Please excuse me if it's not Carolyn Aiken, but
Not mine, she says.
Oh, she said it's not mine.
No.
So whose is it? Come on, girls, tell me who it is. It's just exquisite. I love it. And then we definitely have this one by Kath Carter.
Might be Karen's.
Oh, could be Karen's. Could be Karen's.
Kath's. Yeah. Carolyn says Kath's.
Oh, Kath's. Whose ever it is, it's bloody brilliant. So this is Kath as well. So she's actually used a background which looks like she's come from a masterboard or jelly printing or something. And in the background here, this is a little Christmas tree that was really popular last Christmas, and it's a little dinky one, and it's called, I think it's just called Little Christmas Tree, isn't it? That dinky one with baubles on. Ickle Christmas Tree. There you go. So that's Ickle Christmas Tree. Then we have Jane Allmark, who's actually used some of our numbers papers on that, which is just gorgeous, and some True Grit there. And then Jane has also used this one with some, using our cog stencil. Very clever, very nice. And Carolyn Lakin has used our It's a Bit Chilly papers as well there. So that's our lovely snowman. Then we've got our steampunk Santa. He's so good, isn't he? Look at that. And he's like saying, Merry whatever. Resting Grinch face. That's me, unfortunately. I hope you like the present you told me to buy you. That's definitely our family. And he's lovely with his goggles and hat on and everything. And then Karen's used our beautiful new tartan papers. So I will show you those tartan papers now. Look at these tartan textures. Mike has designed these for us, and these are just brilliant for all year round, to be honest. But I love the different textures you get. It's a little bit grungy, a little bit distressed, and it's not absolutely perfect. These are made up tartans. Okay, don't think you're gonna come in and discover, oh, that's a McDonald's or that's a whatever. So all these absolutely gorgeous tartan or plaid, whichever you say, and those are, as usual, 24 colours on an 8x8 paper, full bleed, absolutely gorgeous, uncoated, so lots of room to stamp and paint and colour. Okay, so let's go back to our resting Grinch face. Merry whatever. This is really lovely. Love this. So this one is by our Kath Carter. And another one by Kath Carter is this, and she's actually incorporated on one page. We've actually got our next one, which is the Steampunk Elves. Oh, and Caroline has done a really lovely job of watercolouring Santa here. And I love the way people do this. And Caroline's done a great job. She's actually just printed all the wording as a background, which looks fantastic. And then, of course, you've got Santa on the top with a little bit of ink on there. So she's actually used our vintage watercolor inks here. So raspberry cooler, English mustard. So she's used those.
Diana's just asked, what does full bleed mean, please?
Full bleed means that you don't actually have a white border around a page. So you get the full use out of the page. The pattern basically goes right to the very, very edge. Okay. So you don't have to waste any size at all. All right. So you get a full 8/8 size of paper there. Oh, this one snuck in. This looks like Caroline's as well. Yes, it is. This is beautiful. Again, some lovely watercolor inks used on this. Again, these will be the vintage ones, the English mustard, raspberry coulis, and done beautifully, of course. Then we've got Kath has done a lovely tag here. Again, lots of colouring. Oh, we've got luscious on there as well. We've got some embossing, some nice bit of ribbon, like that a lot. And then Jane has gone full out on the stenciling. Some lovely layering here of stencils with paints and inks and True Grit there, and some papers from our steampunk papers. And then to finish our Steampunk Santa, Jane's got, again, using our, I love the way she's used our papers here. So these are from our steampunk papers. And again, some really nice layering here with the stencils. So those will be the cog stencils. And we've got the chain stencil there, which is fantastic. So beautiful work there. And then finally, we have our last stamp, which is our Steampunk Elves, which are just gorgeous. Look at the ears on this. I mean, that's lovely, isn't it? And the little wings as well, and the cheeky little face. Dear Santa, I can explain. Or let's just pretend I tried. So love it. So we've got like a little boy, little girl, but I think they could be either, to be honest. And then we've got Caroline's done some lovely colour work again on this. Great background there with the original oak inks. So that will be the vivid inks there. And then we've got Kath, who's really, oh, this is gorgeous. I love this tag. Bronze and blue go together so well, don't they? And we've got some copper wire on that, which is just beautiful. And then we've got a collection of tags by Kath. So I really like the way she's actually put all these together. This is a Christmas tree that you'll find on our website. This has been a really popular one for a very, very long time. Again, she's used our vivids on here, our vivid inks. And I love the way she's actually almost done like a bubble there, a speech bubble. But that's really, really clever. I like that idea a lot. And I like the way she's actually used foam pads just to bring a little bit of height to those. Then Jane's used our lovely steampunk papers again on this one. And this works really well with him popping out of the dials, which is really fantastic. And again, lots of height there with different levels of foam pads. And Jane's actually used, oh, this paper's nice. I'm just trying to recognise where this comes from. I should put it on. Yeah, it's from It's a Bit Chilly. That's fantastic, isn't it? And I love the way she's actually done the colouring on that. So you don't have to colour them at all. You can just stamp and onto the papers. But I think a little bit of colour is fabulous. And then a final one by our Jane as well, nice layering there with some papers and everything, which looks fantastic. So those are our steampunk elves, and as you can see, they're a nice big size, already mounted onto easy mount and cut out for you. And of course, lovely deep etched red rubber made here in Retford by Alfie. Did you make these? I think Alfie made these actually.
Yeah.
And then let's bring in those books. Okay, so I've shown you the tartan textures, but we've actually got a fantastic Steampunk Winterfest paper pack. I've actually done this in 6x6 because this will actually fit onto Christmas cards absolutely perfectly. Okay, so these are images that will just fit your elves or your Santa or your snowman in perfectly. Okay, so you've got quite a lot of really lovely steampunk Christmases here. We've got these that are set in a frame. I really like those. Imagine just cutting that frame out and lifting it up a bit and having your elf sit here. Then we've got steampunk trains. We've got the toy factory. Loads of cogs and train sets and machinery going on, which is just fantastic. And then we have some photorealistic ones as well as illustrative ones. Again, I like the frame on this. I would again just cut that frame out and have that lifted up a little bit, but they're perfect size, aren't they, for putting into a journal, or more importantly, sending those really nice unusual cards to friends and family. So these are going to be really different, really unusual than your traditional Christmas look to them, but they're in such gorgeous colours as well. We've actually done some really nice warm colourways. Can you see the lights on there are just beautiful, and including snowy scenes as well, and like little villages. So absolutely gorgeous. And of course, you've still got some nice images at the front and back covers as well. So we use every last little scrap. So again, you've got 24 designs, one of each. So if I were you, I'd be buying two as usual. So you get to use every single scrap of them. I like them double-sided as well. And that's 6x6 inches. So that's really, really useful for that. So I thought I would actually do a really quick demonstration for you because I wanted to get to play with these, you see, and I thought I'd have a little play with the snowman. So I'm just going to go straight ahead and play with my little snowman. This time I'm going to actually be using a VersaFine blue rather than stamping in black, just to ring the changes here. Let's put him in the middle there. And I'm using VersaFine Majestic Blue just because VersaFine's my favourite ink pad for getting out all the lovely detail. So if you've got a favourite ink pad, you just go for it. But I think VersaFine are fantastic. So I'm using a stamping platform because my hands are not great. Oh, look at that. I actually really like that. Really quite pale. But I've already done one.
We might have to do a part 2 just because your mum's fallen over. So we really need to go around.
Okay. All right. I'll come back and do this another time because my mum's just had a fall. So I'm just going to go and sort her out. So thank you very much for watching, and we'll see